Well, we're here. We're live with that.
I still hear the sound.
We're here. We're live. Yeah, we're live.
I still hear the sound.
Turn down your iPad, TC.
It's off.
Yeah. Why are we picking up the background feedback? Turn down your iPad, TC.
It's off.
What the fuck is going on? Why are we picking up the background feedback? Turn down your iPad, TC.
It's off.
What the fuck is going on? Why are we picking up the background feedback?
We still picking it up?
This is so weird. Why is this feedbacking so bad?
Still picking it up?
I guess.
It's so weird. It's like a 2-minute delay.
Why is this feedbacking so bad? I'll be back. I guess. So weird.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're experiencing some technical difficulties right now with Averin. But yeah, so we've been busy this week doing a bunch of stickering. I did like 2,000 stickers in the past 3 days. So I've been stuck in the office just doing that. But we'll answer this first one from, there it is. But RIP L Stacker's Adventures, RIP Lester's First Spin. I know it's supposed to be L Letter's First Spin since it's being cucked from him. Buy all the merch, click all the links. Thank you. When he gets back, we will give you a spin on that one. You had to get in early this week to beat Letters. He was normally there right away. But we'll get to a question then. Oh, he's back. Maybe. But we'll see when he joins if he gets back in with us. If not, it might be a solo TC show and you guys might be stuck with me. We'll see. All right. We'll go to the next question from Simon. Simon says, hi, I'm a big fan all the way from Sweden. Love that. Question, my current board is Jones Mountain Twin Limited 2014 Cartel Bindings. 2023 before that was a Forum 157 Team 2004. Replace the board or get a new quiver. 85 kilograms, 43 size boot. So that's like a size 10 and like 185 pounds or something like that. I mean, based on what you have, I mean, it might be time to get a new board. The bindings seem like they're pretty good still since they're 23s. I might recommend getting a new board. I'd probably add something to the quiver, get something more directional if that's what you're leaning toward, maybe a pow board, that sort of thing. Just because your other two boards seem like they're pretty good all mountain boards, I would say. So maybe go with something like that. You could go with like, if you want to stay on the Jones train, you could go with like a flagship or even like a Stormwolf or something where you're not going like that directional twin route where you got that more of a directional board, more powder oriented, that sort of thing. I would say add a new board, keep the bindings. You could get new bindings if you don't want to switch, that sort of thing. But let's keep moving on. Avern keeps popping in and out. There
is this better?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
All right, so you will be a spin from the first super chat.
IOBZM's a spin?
Yeah, at 11:30 a.m.
Oh, Jesus Christ, getting in here early. Getting in here early. Eat your pocket bacon at 11:30 in the morning.
And then I have Simon's up. I told him get a new board. That way he's got something probably a little bit more directional, maybe a little bit more powder oriented because he's already got that twin directional covered pretty much. So.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was thinking.
We looking for some questions then?
Yep, that was the first one. Did you have anything? Would you say get a new board on this question or add something to the quiver, replace it? What are you thinking?
I'd add something different. I mean, you got the Mountain Twin and you got that old Forum Team. So I'd go more directional, like you said, and go from there.
Yeah. And then I told him Stormwolf, flagship. I was like, if you want to stay with Jones, go with those two. That will get you pretty much what you don't have right now. But then we can move on.
All right. Well, let's go over the rules because we are giving away a snowboard today, or well, this month. We're not giving it away today. We're giving it out through the course of the month, there's going to be chances for you guys to win from Wired Snowboards. They're doing a custom limited board for Halloween, and we're going to have a little video right here so you guys can watch this with us. But right here. Yeah, so Wired's doing very throwback graphics to the mid to late 90s, early 2000s type thing. But this is a Halloween limited edition board, and you can get it on wiredsnowboards.com. They're taking pre-orders right now, but one of you will win one of these two boards, whichever graphic one. It's on the Directive Series, which is just their twin all-mountain freestyle board, a little bit stiffer than mid-flex. They're hand-built in Vancouver. So, but yeah, we're going to be giving that away from Wired this year, or for this month. And so all month we're going to make it so you guys have multiple ways to enter. And today, what we're doing is there only prizes on the wheel today are winning into the raffle, but some of them are like, you can get a double entry, which we all love double entry, or the person 3 below gets entered. So how the community interacts could allow for someone else to win the snowboard today, or to get entered into it to win it at the end of the month. And we'll be doing the final drawing on the 26th of this month for you. But yeah, Wired is working with us on that. And then we have another thing that we're going to be doing with Wired. We're calling it the Pass It Forward project, and they'll be making 2 boards for us that have an air tag in it so we can follow it. And the whole goal of this is that we're going to give it to one of you, and you're going to take it and ride it, strip your bindings at the end, put it in the rack or hand it to a friend or whatever. I want to see where these boards can actually go. And so the goal is that hopefully everyone will have it for like a week, and then it would move on to the next person. But there's going to be an air tag in each one that we can follow. We're going to keep up with it on social media and on the live streams and stuff, but we're going to try to pass it forward to all of you guys so that people can do that. But we got to finalize the graphic on it. And then after we do that, I think we'll be able to get that built, and then I'm hoping we'll have it before Christmas and we can start putting that out into the wild and do it. So I got to make TC ride it at one point too.
Yep.
We'll do that and then we'll hand it out.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think that's everything. So that's kind of what we got going with Wired. And for any of you guys that need other content to watch, I put a slew of teasers, mini movies, video parts. There's the cultural mystery link of the week. So there's going to be a bunch of stuff down in the description for you guys to be able to watch too. So yeah, we're here for you guys. So all right. And we got the King of the Cucks letters. So God, my connection is shitty today. But we got letters. Dick moves, spin for slushy. He's not a dick. So let's see. Maybe we can get him entered into this raffle to win a board. Someone. Ouch. Lose a turn. And then he also wants to follow this up with this super chat PSA. Endeavor Snowboard still has archetypes for sale on their website for $340. I love that board. I've had 2.
Deal.
Remember to join Angry Snowboarder VIP. Okay, let's I want you to take this question, TC, from Luke Desanier. Yo, Angry, what's the difference between side cut radius and side cut depth? Does it even matter?
Side cut depth?
I think how deep it is at the waist of the board.
Oh, okay. I mean, side cut radius is just kind of like, it's, how do you explain this where it's different than the depth? Well, the depth of a side cut can be super tight in between your feet, but then the radius might not be when it's averaged out, because your radius is like the whole circle, where like if you look at like a standard on ink board, for example, it's got mid bite in it. So they they have that super tight in between your feet, but then when you get out, it's not cut as deep where they have that mid bite in there. So, I mean, that would be the difference there, where your radius is not going to be the same as that like tight depth in the middle. Am I right there, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much depth is like, because if you have a multi-radius side cut, it's going to be the deepest section of each radius that's in there. And then so the center will obviously be the deepest section for that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're definitely on to something with that. All right. So we got this one from Gage Burley. Who's the biggest cuck of them all? Well, I mean, looks like Letters got cucked hard today on the spins to win. So he's definitely the cuck of the day over here. People just cucking spins at 11:30 in the morning. Like, this is ridiculous. So, but you did get double entry into the board giveaway on the 26th. So,
and right now you got 100% chance of winning as it stands. So,
yeah, I mean, you're the only one in. So,
damn.
Here's the big thing, though. Like, this week, we're doing it this way. Next week, it'll be something different. Every week, it's going to change in how people can be entered into it. So we want to make sure that we can get a vast amount of people. We're really just trying to promote Wired. They are a little brand out of Vancouver, and they do make a quality product. So we just want to make sure that everyone understands that. Okay. Okay. We got a double duty from Jonathan Basilios. He gave 2 in a row. He wants Plinko. It's not Plinko. That's trademark. It's pick your line. We do not want to get sued by The Price is Right. The ghost of Bob Barker will haunt TC's mustache. And we know Bob Barker can fight. He beat up Adam Sandler.
Twice.
Well, you have to take the next question after the spin.
Okay.
Because he got double duty. Spray them all. Okay. We'll take this one from Mickey T34. Dance Hall, War Pig, or Cruiser for all mountain party board. Emphasis more on carving and general resort riding rather than park. What would you pick?
Ooh. I might go Dance Hall just because of the extra camber on it. And if it's going to be more of that carving, that's what I would do. Just the War Pig is fun. It does carve. But I mean, if it was the Super Pig, I'm 100% going with that one just because the camber, the stiffer layout. But the War Pig is more of that cruisy carving, like true party board style, where the Dance Hall, you can actually like put the pedal to the metal on it and really go at it, but still have like a fun cruisy carve on it. What would you do?
It's a toss-up between the Dance Hall and the Cruiser, but if you're going with more emphasis on carving, I like the way the Dance Hall carves more than the other two on there, so I'd probably lean that. That side cut is just so dialed, and it's so torsionally soft. You can really like lock in the carve and then twist it and flex it and slingshot out of the turn. So I would definitely consider that. Okay. We'll take this super chat from IK. Winter is coming. Need a spin. Do you really need one though? Do you? Oh, enter to win. Enter to win. Yeah. So you're entered to win. All right. Well, you got a 1 in 3 chance right now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty solid in there. So okay. This question from MJV is for you. Would a Kazoo as a POW board or overlap too much with a Mega Merc?
Yeah, I would say so. Especially if you're talking about this year's Kazoo, I would definitely say there is some overlap with the Mega Merc there. If you already have the Mega Merc, you probably don't need the Kazoo. Like, I would probably spend that money on something else. But yeah, they're very similar. The Mega Merc's going to turn a little faster, I think. The Kazoo's got more of a long, drawn-out side cut on it still, where it'll turn a little bit quicker than it used to, but they're so similar that I would just stick with the Mega Merc, get something else.
Yeah, I'm fully agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
So this super chat comes in from Hub 307, and it's for you. If TC were a snowboard, would he be an Orca stash, a War stash, or a Hover stash?
Ooh, Hover stash. I like the way it sounds better.
Hover stash.
Hover stash.
It's like having a mustache that just hovers over your lip, but it never touches.
Yep. Well, he's having some technical difficulties again. We don't know what that landed on. So we'll see when he gets back into that one.
That's good.
Oh,
Am I
there you are.
freezing?
Yep.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea. Comcast claims that there's no issues. I double checked. I reset the router twice. I'm fucking so over their bullshit. The only thing I can think of is the idiot neighbors were digging in the yard again the other day, and they probably hit the cable line for the whole block, and they don't want to say anything because they're fucking retards. So
What do you get on that spin?
he got he got spray them all.
Okay.
So all right.
Because he cut out at that part.
Sorry. So we got a super chat from Piff for here for Spin and Slim. I don't know if we got Slim, but we got Spins. We got Slim Whitman's mom.
Well, it's fitting.
Does that work? Slim Whitman's mom.
Close
I feel
enough.
like everyone likes Slim Whitman's mom. So, all right. So, okay. And we got this one for you from Luke Desanier. Yo, TC, are there any boards that you think Avron gets wrong in his reviews?
Not so far. I haven't seen any. Like, he's been pretty astute. We normally have the same point of view on stuff. Where I haven't seen anything that it's like I totally disagree with you on. I know we do have a little bit. We kind of bicker a little bit about the twin pig, but
fuck that board.
Exactly. But I see the twin pig more as like a powder twin board, honestly, than like a park board. I think it's too slow edge to edge for the park, but when I owned one, I wrote it as like my powder twin board, and that thing floated like no one's business. That's the only one that I think that we disagree on that you absolutely hated. I'm like, it's fine. It's not, I don't think it excels at where it's supposed to, but that's the only thing I can think of really that we've disagreed on. Well, except for actually, I take that back. He did make me ride that cruiser all day, the battalion cruiser. That was the first video we posted of mine, and I wanted to kill him by the end of that. I was like, I don't know if I could do this job. And then he called me the next day. He's like, I'm never going to make you do that again. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, cool. Never mind. This is cool then.
Well,
like,
I went and rode the Cruiser Plus the next day. I was like, what the fuck did they do to this thing?
Yeah, he called me by 9 a.m. You're like, hey, dude. I'm like, hey, man. And you're like, I'm sorry. Well, okay. Like, but I was so pissed at you. I was like, I fucking hate this board. He's really going to make me ride this thing all day. Like, but yeah, that's about it. I think he's pretty astute on most of his shit.
Let's see. All right, this one comes in from Jesse. Do you guys get snow year-round in Colorado? Pretty much.
Depends.
Depends how high you are and what the weather's doing, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say solidly you could get it from June to September, or June, and then it'll start again in September. But you get like 2 months off, like August and July. You're probably not getting any snow.
No, I remember the 5th of July, or maybe it was the 7th of July. We got 14 inches on Main Street Breck.
Okay.
You just get used to it. Like, we were talking in Discord, and people are like, "You run snow tires year round?" And I was like, "Why wouldn't I?"
I mean, I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, it was like June 28th or something like that when I was in Steamboat, and we got like 18 inches that day, and it was like, okay, this sucks. Like, but yeah, almost year round. It depends.
Almost year round, yeah. All right. We're going to take this super chat from AAR, Spin Me Hard. So, let's see how this goes. Oof. Spray them all. I love this one from R Rainer 00. You guys have an office? How corporate is it? We have 2 offices.
Yeah. Well, when you were gone,
he's in one and I'm in the other.
Yep. I told him, I was like, when you were gone, I was like, yeah, I was like, I just sat in the office for like 3 days straight making 2,000 stickers. So that's, yeah. It also doubles as a place to sleep if you need to crash here. So.
Yeah, that's where we're at, like multiple offices. mega yachts, helicopters that fly us to the chairlift. It picks us up and carries us the 14 miles to Copper.
Yep.
We have our own helipad.
Travis calls us when he comes to Colorado.
We're super corporate.
Yep.
We got that big money behind us. Luvy's Adventures. Just got a new headspace, and I'm torn over the new Union Force or the Now Brigade. Also, let me get a spin. What would you put on the headspace?
I would honestly probably go the Force.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, the Brigade would be fine if you're just going to use it as a jib board. But like, if you wanted to take it off of like jumps and like you're going to just use it as a daily driver, I'm going the Forces all day.
All right. Well, let's give this man a spin. Remember to support your local shop. Support your local shop. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. Oh, this is a good one from Jason Evangelista. Are you guys seriously going to be testing the clue bindings? So for anyone that doesn't know, we put a poll out today for in the chat, and it says, how clueless, spelled like CLEW, will we be when we test those clue bindings? And right now, with only 136 votes, we got 30% at super clueless, 4% at moderately clueless, 6% at mildly clueless, and 60% we are going to die. So one of you guys actually found a set at a ski swap sale and was able to pick them up. We reimbursed them for it, but we had to buy these to test them because they will not give them to us. And I cannot wait, because unlike every other review that's out there, because if you go and watch most of the people's reviews, then go to the team page on the Clue site, it lists them as team riders now. So Buckhouse, that dude that from the Midwest or wherever the fuck he is that rides 10 days a year. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of fucking kooks on there talking about it. But they've all been given stuff and promo codes, and they're making commissions and shit. We're in debt already to do this review. Like, to climb out of the debt hole for this review, we're going to have to make $700. So, this is a whole thing where we're going to have to, we got to make $700 off this freaking video to break even, just to break even for the amount of time we're going to put into this thing. And so they should be here Monday or Tuesday, and we got them. And I am looking so forward to riding these horrible hunks of shit that are going to obliterate my back. Like, TC and I were joking. I was like, well, we could each take one since we're goofy and regular and just have it on the back foot.
Good.
And do this. But yeah. But the whole Clue thing is hilarious. Like, they timed it with all their influencer team guys to do their reviews. So you got Kevin from Snowboard Pro Camp, Buckhouse, and a few other kooks. And they're all putting it out. And now Clue is defending in the comments in there. And it's just like, it's like AI is responding to people. It's so fucking bad. It's just so bad. Do you want to ride these, TC?
I kind of do. I just don't want them to ruin my boots. Like, I have a feeling that once you like attach them to your boots, I'm scared to rip out of them. That's my biggest fear with them. But I'm like, I'll take a few runs on them, see what it's about. But I am genuinely scared that I'm going to rip out of those things.
Oh my God. So after we do the actual riding portion in the review, I've decided, since we bought them, we could probably sell them for more than we got them for and get reimbursed that way. But I'm kind of like, why don't we put them on a board, clamp it to a table or to a counter that's mounted, and torque test it to see if we can pull them apart?
Oh, we could do that.
And like, I want to do a bunch of that stuff because nobody's ever done it. Like, those things have critical failure points that I can already see. And I love that their argument is hand built in Germany. So I went on their website and I'm looking at it, and it's like, we hire special needs people and disabled people to build our bindings. And I was like, please to God, tell me you don't hire retards to assemble bindings. And that was my first thought when they said disabled. I was like, oh my God, it's a work release program for wards of the state. And I was like, this is absolutely atrocious. But like these things, they're crap. They're solving a problem that doesn't exist. Like if I'm gonna back any binding that's fast entry, I'm going with where are they? Sorry. I'm going with the Supermatics. Like this is a far superior binding. It's just far, far superior. And you've ridden them, TC.
Yeah.
And I've ridden them. It's not the binding for us. But if we were old, couldn't bend over as well, we could ride it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole thing. Is like we could ride it. It performs like a binding. Those clue things, it doesn't. And my favorite is they've got their influencer team now telling people, they're like, well, you know, when you go into the lodge, make sure that you unstrap like a normal one. And someone put on the Discord the other day, some dude at the urinal with both of the clues on his feet, like the stirrup and shit.
And that's how I'm doing it.
Oh, dude, 100%.
What's the point then? What is the fucking point?
I'm going to the gym and pedaling on the bike with them. Yeah. I'm going to go run with them. I'm putting them on before I get in my car.
Yeah,
I'm driving
with those. Yeah, those are my
you
driving bindings.
You know, that's what we're doing with that. So, you know, like, oh, that's.
So we'll both put out a review on those ones for next year. You'll love it.
Oh my God. Like, I just can't get over the fact that we've got to do, we had to buy these to do it. I was like, God, it's like that meme of Joe Exotic. I'm never going to financially recover from this.
But honestly, I mean, if they were like, hey, we'll send them to you, and then you go on their website and both our faces are on there, they're like, they're on the team. Like, God damn it, no. I would much rather pay for them than have any association with the actual company.
Oh, yeah. Well, and this is what I love is they said that they would never send me a pair and that I would never test a pair because because when they were still in design concept and they just had the 3D CAD file video on their website, Kevin and I talked shit on it, and when we used to have the Angry Snowboarder podcast, and it was like they were so butthurt about it, and they're like, how can you just talk shit on this when we haven't even built it yet? And I'm like, because I can fucking look at it and go, that's a bad idea. And like, Here's the best part about this review that we're going to do. I'm trying to track down a set of the old Burton Fusions, which were the strap-in step-outs. I've got a set of the Bond Hiver ones. I've got the Supermatics. I can get a set of SPs. I can get a set of Flows, and I can get a set of Cinches. And I can get a set of Step-Ons. And we can put them all side by side and just compare them. And it's like these things, like you saw them up close, right, at the demo?
I haven't. No. The only time I've seen them is when people have come in with them broken. Be like, I need a part to fix this. And I'm like, dude, I got nothing for you. You got to find like a machinist to fix that.
That's
the only time I've seen it. They're like, it doesn't stay clipped. And you're like, well, I got nothing for you because they don't sell them in the US.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, let's take this super chat from our boy Ian. And he says, I think Letters is a skier. Well, he's going to be a skier and air blaster. Ooh, person 2 above gets an entry. It goes to our boy, David Dixon, who is definitely saying that Technical Difficulty sounds like a good name for a snowboard movie because we were having it. So, yeah.
Wasn't that the name of a snowboard movie?
It was. It's a MacDog movie.
Yeah, I was like, I swear.
No, that's why he said that.
I was like, I swear I've seen that movie. All right, over my head. Attaboy, Dave.
All right, so we got this super chat from AAR. Burton AK versus Arc'teryx, better bang for the buck. I mean, they're both on like the same level. And I think the Burton stuff actually has a better warranty.
I think so. I think depending on which Burton you get, I think the AK stuff is like a better material. The Arc'teryx, depending on which one it is, it sounds like a trash bag and it feels like one. And it just doesn't have a great feeling to it, I'd say. So like I would go AK over the Arc'teryx.
Yeah.
And it has more of a snowboard fit than Arc'teryx does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Burton actually supports snowboarding, so we got that going for it. I mean, in the Burton outerwear line, I think the AK stuff is truthfully the best. The rest of it's kind of questionable.
Yeah.
And so, but okay. Well, we got eat your pocket bacon. So eat your pocket bacon, people. All right, let's see. We'll take this one from Ryan. Trying to find out what I like to ride this season. I have the 23-24 Capita Mercury, the Spring Break Resort Twin, and the Scott Stevens Pro. What should I add to try and ride that doesn't overlap? Well, that Mercury and that SB Twin totally overlapped, and the SB Twin and the Scotty Stevens totally overlapped. You need something fully directional, bud. Full directional.
Yeah.
Total backseat. And not from Capita.
Yeah.
Go get a mind expander.
Yeah, something like that. Go get a party board. Just go get a party board. It does. I don't think it matters what kind you buy. I mean, if you wanted to stay in the Capita realm, you could go with like a spring break resort or not a resort, a spring break. Help me out here. The fucking Slush Slasher.
Slush Slasher, yeah.
Yeah, you could do something like that if like you wanted to go completely different.
Yeah. All right. So this question comes from Big Dog, and it's for you. Are the Jones Mercury too much binding for a ride shadow band?
I wouldn't say so. I think it's fine. It might be a little stiff, but if you're worried about it, just flip the strap on the Mercury. It'll make it softer. It'll match that shadow band a little bit more. You could also put on the softer bushings as well on the bottom if you're worried about it. Otherwise, I think it'd be a fine binding. Like, you can't go wrong with that setup.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's see. I like this one from Jack Off Beat. Clue Kook clan sticker when? That might have to happen.
Actually, really good.
Okay. We'll take this one from Keon Ulmer. What's good, guys? Was just curious for a size 11.5 boot. What's the smallest waist width I could go with for a park board? I mean, you can go down to a 25. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I would.
Waist isn't really what matters. It's the width of the inserts.
Yeah. I mean, depending on the board, normally, if we're just going general, I would probably say nothing smaller than a 26, honestly.
Yeah.
And it depends what kind of boot you have, too. Like, if it's a K2 or a ride, you could go smaller. You could go on that 25.5. But if it's like a Vans, you're probably looking at a 26.5. Or like a 32, you're looking at something wide as hell. Like, it depends. 26. We'll go 26.
26, yeah. I mean, I think minimum like would be like 25.7-ish, give or take.
Yeah.
But 26 is a safe bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got DJ Happy Bird. What board and bindings would you use to plow through Kevin's Snowboard Pro Camp? I'm going to take that goddamn arrow knot that he's got and that box of union bindings that he has, and I'm going to just beat him with it. Like, oh my God, he's riding clue bindings on an arrow knot. That dude does not know how to load camber either. Someone sent me his video and I watched it. And I was like, oh my God, he can't fucking load camber. That board's too much for him and he won't admit it. All right. And then we've got the super chat from our boy Nick Johnson, the artist. Hope you guys like the painting I did. And I want to, let me see if I can get this in here. I need to, let's see. Add this to the background. Hang on. Just for a minute for you guys. We're gonna
absolutely love the painting now.
The painting was absolutely amazing, but just so everyone knows what we're talking about, this is it's the American Gothic Averin and TC special. And yes, this will be turned into something at some point, whether a sticker or a limited run t-shirt or something. But I'm sorry. Oops. Let's get that. I'm all over the place here. No, we're back. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So it's the American Gothic Averin and TC special. So
It's amazing.
We're
I sent it to.
We're definitely going to turn that into something. I wish I could share it right now. It's not letting me. Yeah, because I can't. Yeah, it won't let me share that right now as a slide. So I'm sorry. But anyways, it's the TC and Averin American Gothic. So Nick went above and beyond for that, but we definitely want to turn that into something. Oh, I forgot to tell you, TC, my mom got rid of her piano in the dining room. She's got this big vacant wall. She's like, I don't know what to put there. I was like, do you want an American Gothic of TC and I? And she's like, yes, get me a 24 by 36 canvas. And I was like, I can do that. So I'm getting her that for Christmas. I know my brother's going to be pissed. He's going to be like, you never hang up any of my artwork. And I'll be like, because it's awful.
Yeah. We should just have like, Nick, if you want to make like classical paintings like that, if you want to do us in the Scream painting as well, whatever you want, dude. I love it. Like I sent it to my mom and she's like, she lost her shit. She's like, that's American Gothic. Do you know what that is? I was like, yeah, I know what it is, Mom. And she's like, it's the greatest thing in the world. I was like, I love it. It's actually my Discord photo now.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Nick. I didn't have one before.
Yeah, no, that's the American Gothic Averin and TC is like, I think the next time Sticker Mule has their mini poster deal, because we ordered a bunch of the side slip and slims for you guys to give away. I'm going to order a bunch of those too to give away for everyone.
Yes.
Because I think that would be something real funny. All right. So we got Eat Your Pocket Bacon on that spin. And then we got this one from Beziums. With you wearing a size 10 on the K2s, do you use a large or medium roam bindings? I use the medium large because it goes medium large, then large, extra large. And I have a set of the large, extra larges, but I have to shrink them down and then there's play on the side. A size 10 K2 boot fits perfectly in the medium large when you extend it. Oh, so close, yet so far away. Okay. We got this super chat from Alpha Kilo. Bindings for the K2 Passport and special effects. Union versus now. Ooh. Okay, so for the Passport, I would do Force, and for the special effects, I would do Strata. What do you have from now for those?
I was thinking like a Select Pro. Could go on either of them if you really wanted. But I would say Select Pro, or if we were going to go one for the other, special effects, go with the Select Pro. The Passport, I'd go with the regular Drive coming out this year.
Ooh.
Not the fancy ones, just go with the regular Drive. You'll be totally happy.
Yeah, I think that's super solid. So let's give this a spin. Join Angry Snowboarder VIP, and you could listen to TC and I talk about Out Cold while it plays in the background because we gave it an audio commentary. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. All right. We got this one from Ali Zacharon. Yes, reasons to comment. I may have spent my new board budget already, but is it still possible to get a new board? To be honest, though, my dad needs a new board, so it'd probably go to him. Everyone gets snowboards. Just click the links. Everyone. I don't know. Maybe you could win that Wired Directive that we're giving away this month. You never know how things are going to go. Today, it's all about spins on the wheel and setting it up. Next week, could be it will be a different way of winning stuff. We're going to try multiple different ways to get you guys entered into this. So we got that going for you. All right. And we got stuff I find interesting. I'm going to take a nap. I hope you win right now. I hope you get entered and you don't even know it. This is where we're at. Ooh, hot soup coming through. And then we got Mike T with the super chat. AirTag idea seems cool. Yeah, I'm really like the idea behind the pass it forward board idea was like one, we could track it on social media. So it could be this whole experiment. If it fails, we at least know where it went off the grid and we can still track it probably if someone steals it. But I think the snowboard community is tight enough that I think we could pass this forward and get people out. I'm going to order 2 of them for this. And hopefully it'll be done before I drive to New York. So the goal is I'll drive to New York and I will leave one in Western New York. And then we'll have one here and we'll leave it here. And hopefully one's going east, one's going west. I'd love to see them go to like Europe, Japan and stuff and just keep getting passed forward. But we got to make the graphic. And one of the disclaimers I have to put is, yes, this board was left in a wreck. Do not take it to Lost and Found. Somebody will pick this up and move on with it. You know, like we got to, like the whole top sheet graphic is literally explaining what this is about. So people do not take it to Lost and Found.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call.
You know, like that's kind of the whole idea with it. Person 3 below gets entered.
It kind of reminds me of, though, you remember the hitchhiking robot that went all
Yes.
across Canada and shit?
And then it made it to Philadelphia and got beat up.
I don't know. It just popped into my head. I was like, man, this board's going to make it to Philly and the AirTag's going to get pulled out of it. And I'm like, well, that's it. Like, and I was like, oh, well.
All right. So we got this question from Big Dog. Recommend me a pow deck. Current quiver is a Black Snowboard to Death 69 wide and Shadowband 64 wide, 6'5", 220, 100, size 13 boot. Okay, so we need a big boy pow board for you. That's wide for that size 13. So you're probably looking at like, you could go with an Amplid Morning Glory. That'll be wide enough for you. Otherwise, you're probably going to have to get something from Nidecker to be that wide because like they do have some stuff in there. Storm Chaser would be a good one. Maybe a Battalion Party Wave, possibly even like a Camel Tube. What do you have, TC?
Ride Super Pig. That's like, that was the go-to for me when I was at Powder Tool. I was like, damn, you're linebacker. All right, there you go, dude. Bam. That, or like even like Mountain Pig, because that would be kind of similar to your Black Snowboard to Death. Or I mean, you could go like a Lumberjack X. I think that would be big enough under foot for you, actually.
X.
Yeah.
Even a regular Lumberjack in that 58 would be fine for you. Because I think it's the 58 is like 31 underfoot or something.
I think it is, because my boots didn't even make it to the edges of it.
Yeah, so that would be a good one too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take this super chat from our boy Marcus Sharp. Today, I'm just here to gamble and pray for snow. It's not gambling. Gambling's illegal. This is just a game of chance that you happen to tip us to play. Yes. Oh, person 2 up gets entered. All right. Well, who do we have? That goes to our girl, Allie Zaccarone, who it seems the carrier pigeons have failed to connect Avon and TC. Well, you know what? Maybe your dad will win a snowboard. Then you can spend your board budget on someone else.
She already spent it.
No, just don't pay your rent.
There you go. That's fine.
Rent's overrated. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is a fun one from Vinyl Richie. Who would win in a top to bottom, Angry or TC? I got the weight.
It's true. Yeah.
I got like 40 pounds on you.
Yeah.
Like we know that the gravity, but I do ride a smaller board.
That's true. When I'm gonna just implement this year. When I start doing bank slaloms again, I'm putting ankle weights on. Nobody can tell me any differently.
You should do it with a backpack and a 45-pound plate weight.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We'll get you a weighted vest.
Yeah, weighted vest and some ankle weights. I'd be set, dude.
Yeah. So I think we
pounds.
could totally do that. Back in the day, we used to have this joke about Justin Phipps because he was so little when he would hit the freeway jumps. He'd have to basically point it and then no speed check and do his trick and land it because he was so little. So I told his dad, I was like, I'm going to go pick up some 25-pound weights for him and he's going to ride with them. And then right as he hits the lip, just let go because he's got all that extra speed and I'll go pick him up off the lip. And there'll just be these weight craters in the lip because he was so little because he was like 11 at the time trying to hit like 65, 70-foot jumps.
That's too funny. Have him carry the bag of salt as he drops in.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take this one from AAR. Is the new union force at the top of the union lineup now? Not in terms of their marketing and where they put it, but in terms of revamping the force and being a true all mountain freestyle binding. Yes. And it really does fill that void. And it's become so much better that it truthfully is a better product now, in my opinion. It's more versatile. I never liked the old force. I didn't like the first gen. I didn't like the second gen. I'll be honest. I think those bindings were ass. This is so much better, in my opinion. It's got better dampening. It's got a better strap to it. It fits better. It feels like it's got more power out of it when you drive into it. Overall, it's just a better binding. I mean, what would you say, TC? Because you used to ride the forces.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not at the top of their line. They definitely have much higher technology bindings, I would say, but like it is what they're pushing this year for sure. Like they want everybody to get on the new one as opposed to the old one. Yet they still make the old one, so I don't know what they're doing with that. But like, yeah, I wouldn't say top of the line or anything like that, but they're definitely pushing it this year hard.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to take this super chat from our boy, Anthony Hawking. Why does the industry have over 9,000 different marketing names for cam rocker, but everyone is cool to just call camber and rocker what they are? Marketing. It's literally marketing. It makes you want that new. That's TC and I have made a whole series of explained videos. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, but everybody's got to come up with their own name for it, and then they got to trademark that name. So like nobody else can use it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Let's give this man a spin. Ooh, next question gets a spin. Okay, let's see what we got here. Take this one from the Blackthorn. I ride a 2023 Capital Black Snowboarder to death, going to be an instructor this season. I'm built like a gorilla, 5'11", 240 pounds. My shoulder width is 6 feet wide. I have the arm span of a pterodactyl. Recommend me a board that would be good for teaching and round out the quiver. In all honesty, if you're that big, you probably have a big foot too. Party board. I'm talking K2 Party Platter, Ride Warpig, something short and wide. Just it'll give you that surface area to balance on and stuff. I think any volume shifted board. What would you say, TC?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would definitely go with if I was teaching. Something a little bit softer because you're most of the time probably going to be just standing on it anyway and going on those like very chill runs. So you definitely don't want anything too aggressive. Like party board would be an awesome, but like, yeah, Warpig or Party Platter is what I would say.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take this super chat from our boy David Dixon. So we've got the wiry double entry hashtag birds aren't real. Birds are totally real. Just Tommy Bennett eats them. I know Tommy's eating birds. All the birds at Cop are going to die in the parking lot again this year. Ooh, person 4 up gets a spin. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes to our boy Waco Stoke for this year's natural selection. Yeah, we're going to live stream natural selection day so we can talk about, unless it's powder day, because I'm not giving up a powder day because I'm horrible like that. Ooh, next person wins the entry. So the next person down is AAR. And we already answered this question from him, but we'll add that to him. So you're getting entered into that entry, which right now, I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got a 1 in 7 chance of winning a snowboard right now. So that's pretty good. All right. We'll take this one. We'll take this super chat from Jason Evangelista. Spin for a raffle and spray skiers. Always spray skiers. They're the worst. What do we got? Ooh, hot soup coming through. All right. Okay, so we got Luke DeSaunier. Did either of you ski before boarding? If so, what made you switch? I have skied one day in my life. It was 1984. I was 2. Might have been 1985, actually, now that I think about it. I might not have been 2. They put me on the little kid Snoopy K2 skis with my grandmother. I made it to the top of the tow rope, took them off, threw them at her, sat on my butt, and butt scooched all the way down the bunny hill and never touched skis ever again. And my grandmother, to quote, she's like, I don't think he's ever going to ski. All the other grandkids learned to ski. Grandpa was founding member of the National Ski Patrol. He was their attorney on the East Coast. He trained them. He was like, you were the one that just, we just assumed you were never going to ski. So, yeah. What about you? Did you ever ski?
Once for it was a 4th grade gym class. We just one day I was like, can I snowboard? And she's like, if you snowboard, I'll fail you. It's not an Olympic sport. I'm like, well, I think it is. And then so I did it for the one day.
Pre 1998?
No, this was 2004.
We'd already gone through 2 Olympics.
I know, and there was one that year. I'm pretty sure. Like, all right. She also looked like a man. My first day of gym class, I called her Mister, and she hated me ever since. So, yeah. She had a bowl cut. What was I supposed to do?
She didn't have a mullet?
Nope. She wasn't that cool.
Let's see. Okay. We got Gregor. We'll travel from Germany to Colorado end of January with the Epic Pass. Is it worth to visit Park? Well, Park City's in Utah, bud. That's a whole other state.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it then. It's like, what, a 7 or 8 hour drive to Park City from wherever they're going to be in Colorado?
If you fly into Denver and you drive straight from Denver to Park City, it's 9 hours. Even if you take the canyon through Price and go up the back way, which you're more likely to hit snow. If you fly direct, it's better than that. But, I mean, I don't know. Neither of us have Epic Passes. Our Icon Passes showed up. Lord Thundercheeks has the greatest photo and name on his pass.
It's dark as hell.
Can't even tell who it is. I was like, is that even a human on there?
Yeah. So. It's a silhouette picture pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Just stay in Colorado when you come. Don't go to.
Yeah, I mean, there's more than enough terrain for you. You'll be fine.
Also, if you're from Germany, you're gonna be extremely pissed off with how they do booze in Utah. You're gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
It's gotten better. You don't have to pay to like join the social club bullshit anymore, but it's lower quality. I don't know, fucking everything.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. Don't go.
All right. So we got Francois Seguin. Spin for Slim. Plink your line, you say? It's coming back. It's coming back. We've got to build a stand for it.
That's actually a pretty good
name. I had
to
spend the money that I was going to use to build the stand for the Pick Your Line to buy the goddamn clue bindings. We're even further in debt. I could be able to afford TC's $250 a week Taco Bell habit this week. We're broke.
I haven't been yet this week. That's a Friday thing.
It's a Friday thing, yeah. You know, Taco Bell Friday, and then free throwing bunghole Saturday.
Yeah, I mean there's college football on. I just bring the TV in the bathroom and I just sit on the toilet all day.
Sit there with your tablet, just staring at it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So,
I do like Plink Your Line though. It might be far off enough where we won't get sued.
Yeah. No, it's coming. It's coming back. So, well, next person wins entry. So the next person down also gets a spin. And it's our boy, Shane Holt, who wants you to pop that top because he gave that.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Sorry about that last week. It didn't come in until we already ended. We're like, shit, we owe him one.
Yeah, pop that collar.
I got it.
Dump 'em out. Dump out that collarbone. Dump him out. Dump him out. Showing skin over here. All right, let's give this man a spin anyways.
2 spins because of the one last week. I think we owe him that.
Ugh. Hot soup coming through.
We should give him a spin because we missed his last week.
Yeah,
That
sure.
was
We'll
an
do another one. Why not? Rules don't matter. We make up everything as we go along.
That's why we were late today. We were just making up the rules as we went.
Loser.
You were close though.
That was close. It was very close. All right. So we got our boy Joe X. Awesome raffle spin to enter. Yeah, I can't wait to see who actually wins this board.
Yeah.
Ooh, hot soup again. And we got Aluvi's Adventures. Another for the spin of it. Oh, it's always for the spin of it.
Yeah.
That's how we do things around here. Slim Whitman's mom. Say her name enough, she might show up. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good question for you from Tanky. Are the Battalion Astro full wraps a good binding for the black snowboard to death?
I would say so. I think it would be enough binding. Like,
Yeah.
it might be a little bit freestyle for it, but I don't think you would like be underpowered by any means. Like the full wrap will be fine.
I mean, it's essentially a cleaver. It really
Yeah.
is. So, yeah. Okay. And we've got this from this PSA from Cameron Halmrast. Why East is having its annual online fundraiser now, which we're going to be launching our Shred Foundation 3rd annual fundraiser. And we have a bunch of stuff to give away this year for that. So the last time we did the online raffle for the Shred Foundation, we raised just over $7,000 for them in about a month. We're going to run the raffle a little bit longer, and we've got more prizes this year for it. Ride literally gave us everything.
All right. Well, he cut out as he was saying. Ride gave us pretty much everything that we tested from him. They said keep it, give it away for the raffle, donate it. So we're doing that. Cole's gonna send us some stuff as well, and Zeal might be sending us some stuff. So we're gonna have a lot of prizes for that. It's gonna be awesome. You guys definitely tune in on that Black Friday. It's gonna be all day. It's gonna be kind of a shit show though. Let's be honest here. It's gonna be kind of a shit show. So as he is having his technical difficulties.
Well,
still,
about to
There you
go
go.
fucking shove a pickaxe through my router. I'm so fucking pissed at this. I'm literally 10 feet from the fucking router, and they're like, get closer.
Yeah.
It's like, what? How much fucking closer you want me to get? Like, I mean, I get any closer, I'm going to stick my dick in the port. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, we've got so much stuff for this Shred Foundation fundraiser. I got to talk with a few more companies. I haven't gotten the confirmation from Nidecker on what they're going to give us, but Ride gave us a bunch. There's supposed to be a package coming in from Cole. I know it's sitting in Kremlin. I think there's something wrong with the label. I got to call them tomorrow and get that. But we're gonna try. The goal, I would like to raise $20,000 for Shred Foundation, and so with that fundraiser and what we're doing for them for Shred Foundation is there's different tiers of prizes. So for every $25 donation, you'll get entered into a raffle. For every $100 donation, you're going to get raffle or entered into a snowboard giveaway. And then for whoever donates the most, you are going to get a very special prize, a special one-off prize. Probably going to get some American Gothic merchandise. That way, you can walk around with TC and I on a t-shirt and everyone will be like, what the? You'll be like, I donated $1,000 to a charity and all I got was this shitty t-shirt. I'm just kidding. It's only part of it. There will be more, but we're going to try to do a bunch for everyone for that. So, which you guys should check out the cultural mystery link of the week this week. It's from the Shred Foundation's Fill the Fridge event that they had this past weekend. And my friend Carlo actually filmed the whole thing. So it's really cool to see. And don't eat yellow snow ever. Okay, let's see. Scott Collane, I've heard you chirp Never Summer in the past. Was just wondering if you'd ever break down their boards. Love your input and knowledge. Otherwise, purchased a lot off your intel. No, fuck them. They owe me so much fucking money. They can eat a fucking dick. They can suck a fart out of my fucking ass. And all of them. Vince, Gags, fucking Tim and Tracy. Come on over, pucker up, and suck my shithole. You all owe me fucking money. You fucking know it. You fucking lying sacks of shit motherfuckers. You made so much money off work I did for you that I never got fucking paid for. So fuck you. Fuck them. Seriously, if Never Summer was a living human being, they would be a mega supporting Trump rally racist. Like, fuck that company. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Fuck them. I hope they go out of business. I hope their factory burns to the ground with all of them in it. I'm going to piss.
And that was talking Never Summer.
Off mood. Okay. What?
And that was talking Never Summer.
Yeah. All right. Milo, what do you get more excited for? First day of the White Ribbon of Death or the first major POW day? POW day all the time. It's even better when it's the White Ribbon of Death and it's a POW day. It's double duty. You get excited and you get to play Will I Hit a Rock?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite games to play. Will I Hit a Rock? So, I don't know.
How low tide is it? Is this rope really there for my safety?
All right. So, we got this super chat from Sheldon Krieger. Thanks for the help in the Discord. You guys are a great team. If you guys don't know, we have a Discord. There's a link in the description. It is a Wild West AOL chat room in there. It's the only way I can describe it. There's no rhyme or reason. There are no threads. It's just, it goes. It goes, and that's how we run it. It's, you disappear for 4 hours, you come back, there's 300 new messages, you just click red. You don't scroll back, you just join in. That's how it goes. It's Wild West. I love it. It's my favorite. Even TC chimes in.
Oh yeah, I was in there yesterday. It was fun. I mean, yeah, like you said, don't scroll back because like it evolves in the chat so weirdly that you're like, okay, here's where I'm going to start from, and then you're like, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to go back up, and then it's like, I don't know what that is, and then you just find yourself keep going up the thread, and now you're like 4 days in, and you're like, I still don't know what's happening in this, and you're like, just start something new, go to the bottom and just respond to that or something. Like it is exactly like an AOL chat room from the early 2000s and dial-up internet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's an anything goes. You might have two guys talking soccer while another person's talking about like what board they should buy while someone else is posting photos of Highlander and while David is talking about cucking everyone's wives. You never know what's going to happen in there. It's a different world over there. That's for sure. It's Oh, Slim Whitman's mom.
That's the third time.
Right. We got this super chat from Daniel Naranjo. Spin to win. Let's go. All right, we're trying. We're trying. Get him entered in the ref. Oh. Don't eat yellow snow. That's rough. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got this one from Krakatoa. Spin for Spooktober. Spin for Spooky Wired Snowboards. Join the Skeleton Wars Mountain Corp. I mean, realistically, we're just flesh-powered skeletons. That's all we are. Oh, more don't eat yellow snow. Okay.
It's a hot one today.
Yeah. All right. So we got this question from Jaden D. Howdy, boys. Looking at getting something with C3, deciding between the box scratcher and the dynamo, looking for a daily driver all mountain. Thoughts, keep up the good work. TC is awesome. You want a dynamo, the box scratcher is a freestyle board. You don't even want to waste your time with that. I mean, it can handle it, but it's not. The dynamo is more versatile. You know? Okay, let's see. All right, we'll take this super chat from our boy Turkey Loco. Air tagging a board is genius. Jimmy Buck could never evolve that hard. Smoke Speed and Mammoth. Ooh. Is that trucker speed? Did you buy it from a man named Randy in Bishop? I just want to know. Randy's disappeared for a while. We don't know where he is. But he's probably going to turn up on America's Most Wanted.
Cops, is that show still on? I can see him on there. Or Reno 911.
Oh, next question's for you.
Oh, never mind it. That one moved. Hot soup coming through.
Oh, hot soup coming through, even better. All right. And then we got this one from Max Andy. Let's give this man a spin. Person 3 below. 1, 2, 3. It goes to our boy Pat Z up in Ski Cooper, who also super chatted. This is not how this was supposed to work. It's supposed to be for the people. It's okay. All right. Well, anyways, we'll take this super chat from Pat. Super chats for the Clue debt reimbursement. Maybe eventually we'll get this out of debt. We'll see. It's a rough time. It's a rough time for us. Ooh, remember to subscribe. Okay. So we're going to bump back up. Take this question from Ryan Waters. Best binding suggestion for the Battalion Camel 2. Not really hitting the park, but just cruising. Was thinking Rome or Unions. Spin it. No, that's not a super chat, sir. You don't get the spin. But that's not how this works. We make the rules up as we go along. So if you're doing Rome, I think on a Camel 2, probably the DOD. If you want a little more play, the Vice. For Union, Strata, or Force. You agree with that, TC?
Yep.
Okay. Well, now he asks the same question in super chat down below. Fine. You get your spin. You get your spin. You happy now? Jesus Christ. This is how this goes. Spins for everyone. Ooh, double entry. That's a good one. You got 2 entries into that raffle.
It was worth putting it in now, huh?
Yeah. You know, it's okay. Tonight I got to sit down and find the little randomizer and start entering everyone in it. Or fucking work for me. That's your job. You get to go do it. I'll give you the list. I'm over it. Oh, okay. So Ryan Weddle wants to know, can we get a clip of TC in the half pipe and the clues breaking while he's in the air? I want to see you do a 1-footed judo air with him. Just
that would not be on purpose. That would just be a total break in the air.
Oh, or Ian has a great idea for the clues. Can you chain them up to 2 trucks and pull them apart? We can, but they're probably going to smash the back windows out.
Yeah,
I know how this goes. I've done this before.
We'll get some moving blankets.
Yeah. All right. Letters working. Is this how I enter for the Halloween board? Yes. Since you got cucked on the first spin of the day today.
And normally that's a winner. So, yeah.
Person 2 up gets entered. Well, that goes to Null World Order. With the language. I don't understand. Are you upset that I use swear words?
I'm thinking it's English. Oh,
let's take this one from. Why is that not? There we go. Max Andy, what are y'all's favorite snowboard graphics for this upcoming season? Forget to attach the message to my super chat. Oh, well, we already spun you. So I don't even care. I didn't even look at graphics. I don't even know. Most everything's black this year. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at literally a stack of 12 black snowboards sitting right here. I mean,
I'm going with the hot take, the pick your line on ink. That one, that's my favorite graphic. It's got a whale. It's got a turtle. That's all you need.
Do you like turtles?
Yeah, I like turtles.
I like turtles. All right. We got our boy Beziums with the super chat. The clue apocalypse is upon us. Pray for your backs and knees. Kevin will break one on the knuckle of a medium jump after still not clearing it on a narrow knot. Help reimburse Averin. God bless you. I don't even think he did a medium jump. I'm going to bet he's going to knuckle a 5-foot jump. He's very good at that. Ooh, question for TC. All right, well, we'll take this next super chat. You get to answer it. It's from Caspian K. Was thinking the Atlas or Atlas Pros for the new Black Snowboard to Death. What would you pick? Something else that's more damp interest in Skate Tech Now drives or Jones Mercury, perhaps? That's a perfect question for you.
Yeah, I mean, if it's me, I'm going Jones Mercury for sure. But I mean, I haven't ridden the Atlases for this year or the Atlas Pros. You said they were pretty damp though, didn't you?
They've gotten damper than they were.
Yeah.
I mean, by comparison to a Drive or a Mercury, they're still the Pro is probably close to the Mercury or the Drive.
Okay. My thing about the Mercury and the Drive compared to like the Atlases is I think it just has more cushioning underfoot as well, where like I didn't feel as much leg fatigue as I did with the Atlases when I rode them like a couple of years ago. So, I mean, I'm a Jones Mercury guy myself. Like that's what I would put on the Black Snowboard to Death. I think it's just way more responsive when you get that heel toe skate tech in it. And they're just super comfortable. Like I have no problem with any pinch points or anything like that, or them breaking down. I have over 70 days on them from last season, and they still look brand new. So I'm a Jones Mercury guy through and through.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Did I spin this already? I haven't spun this. No, got to spin this. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I live in my own world here. Person 2 up gets entered. Well, that goes to our boy Max Andy. So we've answered that question, but you get entered. Remember, we're picking the winner on the 26th of this month at 4:45 p.m. Give or take a few minutes and technical difficulties, because that's how we roll, because we live in our own world over here. All right, we got Andrew Wang. Been on the Rome Cleavers the whole season in New Zealand. Love its dampness and flexibility. Would love to add another pair of Rome Battalion for more freestyle playfulness. Any recommendations? Hashtag spray them all. Hashtag spin to win. Katana, since you want more playfulness, you really want to go with that ASIM wrap.
Mhm.
So Katana, Astro ASIM. If you really want to go soft, Blaster ASIM. Or you could go down to a Katana Vice. I think that kind of covers everything right there.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, like a Chaos ASIM as well. That'll be soft.
Did you ride that one?
I think so. No, that
I
only
ride
came in
that?
the large. It wasn't going to fit my boot.
Oh,
You rode that,
okay.
I believe. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was that one that was like that weird size that didn't fit either of us. So
Yeah.
Or no. Wait.
Yeah, that was the extra large. It was the extra large, and you're like,
No,
well, I did
maybe I
review
rode that one. God, I rode so much shit. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I was sitting around. Someone asked me a question the other day, and I was like, I didn't ride that board. I've never ridden that board. And I'm sitting here and thinking about it. And so I actually had to like Google search if I had reviewed it. Yeah, I rode it. I didn't even remember it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, let's give this man a spin. Ooh, next person down wins entry. It's our boy Letters. So he's getting entered into that. Okay. Let's take this one from Luvy's Adventures. What do you think of the bent metal bindings? I like the bent metal, except for like their super soft stuff, because it's soft.
Yeah.
Like, too soft. Like pretty much transfer and up, I don't have a problem with, but the logic in the joint, the logic is like starting to push it, and the joint, I'm just like,
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
I could feel the mini snowboards under my feet, as they call them, the footbeds. When I rode the joint, I was like, I do not like this. Like I could feel where it was cut out underneath. Not a fan. When you get to the upper models, I don't think it's like as bad, but like I couldn't do them.
Yeah, no, they're definitely they're hit or miss on that lower, like that softer stuff. It's like once you get to transferring up, they start to get a lot more solid. Don't eat yellow snow. Oh. And our boy Jackoff Beat really wants those Clue Cuck clan stickers.
That's pretty good.
We could do Clue Cuck clan or Clue Kook clan.
Yeah.
We could do them both. I don't know. That could be
honestly.
in the next batch of stickers that we'll probably do around Christmas.
Yeah.
Next person wins entry. That goes to Peter Dabrowski, who's all about the Clue Cuck clan stickers. Hey, you know, I feel like these are something that needs to happen. I mean, this is the same guy that gave me the my little shredder, or my kid greased the handrail at Blank Elementary, which we've got those stickers, so those will be coming out. Ugh. And Sam Dykema wants you to know that your Stratos is crooked.
Always.
It's bent.
I'm leaving it that way just for you, Sam, because you're gonna be bummed.
All right, so we got Ian. Come on, Zima, give me the power for an entry spin. Double entry.
Bam.
Boom.
That was the Zima power you're looking for.
It's all about the Zima power at this point. So, okay, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Letters. Enter for something for a slushy. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can enter your friend. We are way out in the weeds, just so everyone knows. We are like seriously, oh fuck, we are 45 minutes behind. Support your local snowboard shop. Like the questions we're getting to now, people have probably already zoned out. They've left. They've driven home. They've gotten home, turned this back on, and they're like, they still haven't gotten to my question. Like, I put a 2-minute delay. Should have gone with 3. Oh, S01, looking for structure for Endeavor Pioneer ride, 45% switch, East Coast. Shop telling me there's a specific pattern for switch. True? If not, what should I ask? I have never heard of a specific pattern for switch. Have you?
No, I normally...
That sounds like they don't know what you're asking and they just wanted you to leave.
When I did structures on boards, I sent it through both directions. So yeah, they do make specific structures that you only send one way, but like nobody really runs those unless you're racing.
Unless you are a high-end racer.
Yeah.
Just go get a crosshatch. You'll be fine.
Yeah, they should be running it through both directions anyway. You're supposed to switch it because it'll cut. Like, how do I describe it? It'll go this way when you send it through the first on the stone, and then you flip it around,
like crosshatch.
And then, and then it'll do a crosshatch. So you're supposed to send it through so the moisture wicks toward the edge of the board instead of like going one direction. Like, so they're supposed to send it through both ways anyway. Maybe wait until you go out west or something to get it structured.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. Oh, double entry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this. People's odds are going down and winning the snowboard. Which shout out to Wired Snowboards for doing this with us. Like they've been a great partner for this. And so and even if you don't win this limited edition, but you want one, you should go to their website and pick one up. They're taking orders all month long. Wired Snowboards. It's the Halloween Series limited edition. So yeah. Okay. God, let's see. We are so far out in the weeds. This is awful. I'm gonna be here all night. Baskin Throbbins, our boy Jeff. Finally off work in time to catch the stream live. Spin for Slim. Ooh, lose a turn. That's rough.
Well,
and letters. Come on, normal sticker colors. You're getting pink and you're going to like it. And that's all you're getting. Only pink. Maybe magenta or fuchsia if I'm in the mood.
Ooh, fuchsia would be sick.
And again. Actually, TC knows all the colors that we just did because he's the one that weeded them and sticker sheeted them. Spray them all.
Yeah, I got a list that I got them broken down how many by color and all and size and all that shit.
All right, let's see. Well, we got spray them all there. So, okay, we got this one. from Sir Kobe. Spin for Slim's mom. I hope you get it.
I do too. I was just thinking that.
Slim's mom for all of you. Oh, don't eat yellow snow. Oh,
Close.
God. An AAR with the super chat. You need a helmet collab like Board Archive. Why? So I can put my name on a hard hat?
I would have to wear a helmet first.
He's got a collab with Sandbox, and I'm pretty sure it's not even the helmet. I think it's the hard hat.
I didn't know they made actual helmets. I thought they were only hard hats.
They have 2 that are helmet rated, I believe, maybe more. I don't know. I can't even believe they're still in business. Okay, let's you get to take the next question, so we're scrolling through. All right. Let's see. Okay, we'll take this one from Ione Nadenov. Is the new standard on ink from Yes, shit and powder, nothing deep generally. If you can't use the slambacks, I have Union Strata, and I guess I need a big disc for the slambacks. I mean, it's a snowboard. You can ride any the name should dictate that you could ride it. I mean, yes, with a mini disc, you're not going to be able to fit it on the slambacks unless you run it. You slam it all the way back and run 2 screws.
Don't do that. But
yeah, don't do that.
I mean, it should be fine. On my Stratos, I have the slam back inserts. Never used them. Like, that board also is so wide at the tip and tail, it naturally wants to float. So I think you'll be fine. Like, without having to slam it all the way back, you're going to totally be okay. You think that's pretty right?
Yeah. I mean, I've ridden it in like 6 to 8 inches of pow, set up as a twin. It was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cambered. It's like pretty much straight camber. That's the downside to it, is you get that back leg burn. But other than that, it's not too bad. All right, let's take this one from Coffin. My wife just left for a girls' trip to the Pacific Northwest. I warned her about David. Don't worry, he's in Southern California. You're safe. Ooh, person 2 up gets entered, which goes back to the question we just answered. So we'll write that down. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make you pick the randomizer and fill it all in.
Okay.
I'll just give you the notepad with everything on it and be like, there you go. All right. So I have no clue what this means. Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
I don't know.
Yeah, me either. It's a weird one.
Those are nouns, though. So we're getting
Slim
there.
Whitman's mom, everybody. Slim Whitman's mom. That's where it was on before I turned it too aggressively there, but yes. Okay, Sheldon Krieger again. Has anybody ridden the Amplid data? I'm curious. There's a review of it coming out. Our editor guy's on vacation right now. He's got to finish the Rome bindings, and then I'm going to have him do a couple more board companies. I think Amplid's going to be the next one. So there'll be a review of that coming. It was way softer than I thought it was going to be. Like, wickedly soft. Like, surprisingly, I thought it'd be like on par with like a party platter. No, it is noodly. Person 3 below gets entered. Oh, it's our girl, Allie Zaccaroni. TC, I got a 60-pound weight vest you can borrow. Dude,
yeah.
She knows. She knows what you need.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, that's great. That's what you need. So let's see. Okay, where are we going? Trying to find some more. Okay. Okay, let's see. We'll take this one from Bry Guy. Does the K2 formulas pair well with the K2 World Peace? It's a little overpowering. It's just a little stiffer for it. I mean, it'll work. But it's a solid binding. It'll work with that. Okay, let's see. Take this one from Kroner. Okay, I've watched all your reviews to date. Based on your review on the Capita Indoor Survival, I think I land on that. I ride the Jones Mountain Twin now. I have cartels with the Ruler US 11. Should I go with the 55 wide, 58, 58 wide? I mean, you're on an 11, but it's a Ruler, so that's really a 10. So you can kind of get away with the regular width. Really depends, since I don't know how much you weigh.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of on you. All right. Okay, take this one from Cameron Holmrest. Will you be reviewing Tommy Bennett's Benetech gear this season? Yes. Tommy and I talked about it. I'm actually, he and I are meeting up Saturday for lunch. So we're going to go talk about a few things. But yeah, he's supposed to test out the goggles and I think his mid layers that he's making. So yeah. Okay. Ooh, this is a good question from Jacob Iverson. How would your opinion on Mervyn-made boards change if they went away from the hybrid rocker profiles and favored the more widely used camber profiles like camber, backseat camber, camber? So I don't know if you saw their lineup for this year. A lot more C3 boards this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And they have 2 boards that are just straight camber. So it's already happening. You can see it, like they're more entry to lower mid stuff is still there. I mean, would your opinion change, TC?
I might actually ride more of their boards, like happily, honestly. I still think they make great stuff the way it is. It's just not for me. There's too much rocker in it for most of the stuff. Like if it was, maybe if they did go more camber options, like I'd like it a little bit more. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't change my opinion. I still think they make a good snowboard, like, and they're still like good for the industry and everything. So I wouldn't really change my opinion. I might just ride more of them. What do you think?
Well, one, I'd like to get more stuff early on because when they drop stuff off, it's like 30 pieces. So
yeah,
this year we had to pick and choose. So I cherry picked like Steely D, off ramp, basically like their new stuff. I cherry picked like 5 or 6 boards. That was, I think it's 5 between
Apex Golden Orca.
Yeah, Apex Orca was in there. The rig was in there, and you can see the difference in the C3. It's progressively getting a longer and longer camber zone in it, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're slowly bringing it back, you know. So.
Which honestly is the right way to do it, I think. Like if you just go culture shock and just completely swap right away, people are going to lose their fucking minds. So if you can just like slowly make it, and then people won't notice, they'll keep buying the same board, and all of a sudden now it's C3 and they're like, oh shit, I didn't know that. For like, I don't know.
And there's a few boards like that of theirs that they have where they've done stuff like that, and you're like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. So I just wait. Like if we had more time, we would have ridden more stuff. It literally got to the point at the end of the season, people were still trying to give us stuff, and I was like, guys, it's the first week of May. Like, I'm going to finish what we have and we're done. And between the two of us, we rode, I think it was like 164 pieces of gear. And TC was super part-time at the time. So I think he only rode like 32 or 33 things. And so I rode the rest of that. And I was just like, I am fucking beat. I'm over it. Like this year though, everyone's like, hey, I think we can get you stuff like by Thanksgiving. And I'm like, tell me more. All right. So we got CBK0485. What board would you suggest for Ice Coast Rider? Rode Endeavor Live 153 last year. Not sure what to buy for this year. So realistically, you want something that's camber and with a good side cut on it. Whether you want something with magnet traction, grip tech, traction bumps, any of that shit, that's on you. Even if it's got a radial side cut, as long as you keep the edges sharp, it'll totally be solid. So, you know, there's that. But I mean, if you're coming off an Endeavor Live, that's essentially like riding a Burton Custom. So, you know, maybe you would like Mega Merc or Super DOA, even a regular Mercury from that. Ride Shadowband, Jones Mountain Twin, Ultra Mountain Twin. What do you think, TC?
Yeah, I mean, all those would be a good option. I was even thinking possibly like a Huck Knife with that new side cut on it. Huck Knife might, I think that would probably handle the ice pretty well. I don't know. You pretty much hit all the ones that I was just thinking of. Like,
Yeah, I think that gives you a good amount. So let's.
Yeah.
Ooh, next person wins entry. Well, that goes to our boy Suck a Fart. Such a great name. I love telling people to suck a fart.
The key is to smuggle alcohol from Idaho into Utah. Okay. Yeah.
And that's what you do. All right, we got letters again. Game of chance. Yes, chance. Lots of chances. Eat your pocket bacon. Oh, look, our moderator, Billy Ray Valentine. Rest in peace, El Stecker's Adventure. RIP. Rest in peace. Join the Discord. Smash like. God bless you. Goodbye. Cuckinator out forever. Was he? You leaving us? I don't know what's going on here. Well, he got double entry.
Nice.
Yeah, so watch, he's gonna win. Everyone's gonna be like, "This is rigged." Don't be like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
All right, we got S. Scott, 1986. Just got back from PT. Let me get a spin for sure. Ooh, join Angry Snowboarder VIP. And we got a PSA from our boy Ben Donaldson. Just for the rest of those of us in the Midwest, don't claim that clueless kook riding the clues. He's just the member of the Clue Cuck clan of the Midwest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You got to really pronounce that one so you don't throw an X on there.
Yeah, it's the Clue Cuck clan. Yeah. All right. This is a good one too from Frankie Duran. As the comp is Halloween themed, if you were in a Halloween film, which snowboard kook would you kill and what board would you kill him with? Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. Oh, wizard stick. Sharpening the tip on that thing right through the throat. Just right in there to it. I want to kill Snowboard Jesus. That guy just does nothing for snowboarding at all. The other ones, they'll die on their own in some way, shape, or form. But him, I really want to just punch that guy in the fucking face. Who would you pick?
I would go Buckhouse, but I would have his own goggle lens kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. His own no board, just his own lens. Just straight in the forehead or something like that.
Just snap it right into his face and push it into his brain.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, it's just like that. It's like was that Friday the 13th?
Well, I was thinking Friday
5, where he basically just thumb guns the guy's eyeballs out the back of his head.
Yeah, kind of.
6. Which one is that? It wasn't Kristen Glover because he got the corkscrew to the eye. God, I gotta watch those movies again. You ever watched all of the Friday the 13th movies back to back?
No.
Oh, continuity goes out the window. It's fucking glorious.
I remember Freddy vs. Jason, and the only part I really remember is when Jason gets the girls in the sleeping bags, and he's using one girl in the sleeping bag to beat the other one in the sleeping bag. And I was like, oh, that'd be pretty funny if that was a thing too. But that's what sticks out to me the most from those movies. I was like, I remember seeing that and just laughing my ass off, being like, that's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah. I always remember when they chopped Kelly Rowland's nose off with the machete in that one. Destiny's Child's gone. And she's just like, ah!
Yeah.
And it's bad CGI too, because it's like that early 2000s bad CGI. Which is that movie 20 years this year?
I have no idea when that came out.
Oh my god, I feel really old right now if that is. But oh well, let's give this man a spin. I still want to watch the movie Shredder and do an audio commentary for Patreon because it's a slasher flick at a ski resort. Oh, next question's for TC. Okay. We'll take this one from Beeswax. Binding suggestions for the Ride Berserker and Karua Transition Finder. Currently, I have a set of Ride LTDs and Flow NX2s. Flows are proven to be more hassle than they're worth, and LTDs are pretty beat up. What would you pick for those two boards?
For the Berserker, I'd probably go with the C8 if you're going to stick with the Ride. 100% on that. I wouldn't go any Flow of any sort for either of those boards. But I mean, even the Transition Finder, I would probably go with the C8 on if you're going to stick with the Ride. The new Ride bindings are, I think, so much better than their old chassis that they used to be on. Like, if you rode that limited for like more than a year, when you like shake it, you can hear it like jostling around, and no matter how tight you tighten those screws, they just don't get tight again. And it's like we had to warranty that binding quite a bit because of that problem. So like the new one's way better. I would go with the C series over the A, unless you really need that extra aluminum. But like I just feel way more vibrations through my knees, my back, all of that shit. Where I'm like, C8s, you'll be fine with both those, I think. What do you think?
No, C8s for both, for sure.
Yeah.
That's probably would be my go-to on that. Maybe an Atlas from Union if you wanted to do that, or a Cleaver or an Astro full wrap from Battalion. So like a Rome Cleaver or Astro full wrap. But I think any of those. Personally, I like the heel strap more on the Astro, but I like everything else on the Rome bindings more. Yeah. And I'm like, can I just get that heel strap and put it on this?
So. Yeah, I do really like the straps on the Battalions. But the main thing to remember with the Berserker, don't get anything with a huge like base plate on it, or not base plate, but like footbed. Like, I'm not gonna say the Jones Mercury; those might be honestly too big of a footbed on there. Same with like any Strata or anything like that from Union, way too big of a footbed, and you're gonna have that thing overhanging on your board, and it's gonna suck.
Yeah. All right. So we got this super chat from Louis Adventure. I will get an entry. This man is determined. He wants it. He needs it. He craves the Wired Snowboard. You should join Angry Snowboarder VIP. All right. Let's see. Take this one from Alex Fleming. Already saw your top 5 powderboard list. Are you planning on making a top 5 of more focused powderboards? Swallowtail list comes out next week. And then there's like the big gun list, which will come out and stuff. How many top 5s did we film? I think it was like 40 or something for boards. Like we filmed a shitload at one point.
I did 12 on my own, I think.
Yeah. No, you did more than that if you count the kids ones too.
Okay. So yeah, we have a lot.
Okay. From Suckafart, what phone company do you all use, and which mountain has the best cell reception so I can work for the lift? I'm on Verizon. You can pretty much get full coverage at any of the main resorts in Summit County. There's one spot on Copper on the front side where you won't get service, but if you literally ride 10 feet down, you'll be totally fine. Verizon probably has the best coverage up here. So
yeah, that's what I have too. The only place I have problem with cell service is at A Basin, but I don't think
you should have full cell service now because they put a booster at the top by the paddle chair.
Yeah,
or Black Mountain Express. One of them they put it. I think it might actually be the top of Lenaway, but okay. Marcus Sharp, as an IT person, my advice to Avern is feed the gerbil in your router some more. What? I'm not supposed to just pick it up and shake it? It runs faster when I do that. It's scared for its life.
Did you take the cord out and blow into the backside and plug it back in?
Yeah. Ooh, spin again. Okay. Don't eat yellow snow. Okay. From Manfish Taco. How baggy is too baggy for pants? I want to hit a jump and get to the bottom of the run without touching the ground because of the parachute. I mean, so back in the day, I had a set of special blends that were like quad XL. The crotch was just above the cuff of my boot. And my boots were low-cut Airwalks. So the cuff was like maybe this big from my ankle, and the crotch was down there. and you could parachute. Like if you hit a cross breeze with your legs open and you were tweaking some way, you get blown the other way. I've definitely seen it. You ever experienced that, TC?
No, it's been so long since I've rocked baggy shit that like, yeah, no. I've had it with like a jacket though. Like you'll be riding and then all of a sudden you just like put your arms out like this. You're like, oh, I'm getting blown across this run right now. That's pretty fun.
All right. We got this super chat from Drew Gallagher. DC's not making the Travis Rice boots this year. Yeah, they I don't think they wanted to pay him. DC is doing some weird shit right now. Do you leave DC or just not drop some? Usually my go-to. So DC is dropping their board line except in Germany or Austria. They cut their outerwear line. They've cut their boot line. Like it almost looks like they're going to kill the snow line or they're going to make it very minimal. So, yeah.
I'm guessing they're just trying to appeal to the Sebede Buck people because he's the only reason. They didn't make one last year, I thought either. I thought it turned into like the Transcend or something like that.
Yeah, it did something weird like that. So,
I'm pretty sure it turned into the Transcend, which I don't understand how he rides that soft of a boot anyway. Like when I put on the actual Travis Wright like boot, I was able to fold that thing in half when it was brand new. I was like, okay.
It used to be stiff. And then they created other boots. Like back in the day, it used to be a stiff boot. And I was like, okay, this is stiff, but it always broke in super fast. And that's like the problem with DC boots. They always break in super fast.
I could see that.
Yeah. I put them a little bit above a 32, but not by much.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's give Drew a spin here. Ooh, ouch. Lose a turn. Okay. All right, let's see. We'll take this one from Jackoff Beat. TC comes into the Discord, gives concise gear advice, leaves without a word, refuses to elaborate.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need to know. All right.
Yeah,
that's exactly what.
Yeah, no, you're. I've seen how you come in. You're like, okay, and then we won't see TC for 4 days. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, I don't know. This is going on. That's going on. The Discord is a wild place, man. It's kind of fun. I really do like it. It's probably my new favorite thing that we've done. So
it's kind of like me at a party. I'll be there, and then all of a sudden I'm gone, and I'll receive a call like 2 hours later. Like, where are you, dude? And I'm like, I'm already at home in bed. Like, so yeah, that's pretty much what it is when I'm in the Discord too.
All right. So the next question gets a spin. So take this one from Jason Robertson. Is the Battalion Goliath a decent board? It's a solid all mountain freestyle board. It's stiffer than you think. And even with that Goliath, it's like they stiffened it up for this year. That was the one thing that I noticed compared to what it's been. It's gotten stiffer. It's not really middle of the road. It's like there's a Goliath Plus, which in my opinion sits just like under the realm of going into that full free ride. And then the Goliath is more, it feels more like an all mountain free ride in terms of flex instead of an all mountain freestyle. Like it definitely got stiffer, but it's not a bad board. That's one, you didn't ride that one, did you? No, that's what I thought. Okay. Well, you got yourself a double entry, sir. That's twice you might be able to win this Wired snowboard. So.
All right. Wait, isn't that a triple entry? Because he got. Oh wait, was the next person?
No,
it's
just a double entry.
Oh okay. Oh okay.
Just a double entry. So, okay. All right. And Tuba Rock, spin for the kook gods. No, we want them to die. We don't want kook gods. They're the worst. Person 3 below gets entered. 1, 2, 3. That's our boy David, the moderator.
So he's got 3 now.
No, he's got 5. He's got the most entries of anyone at this point.
Oh, okay.
This is how this goes. Don't worry. We'll figure out. Next week, it'll be something different. Okay. We got Prager 20. Might need to replace my beaten up flow bindings to match my K2 passport. Wondering how flows compared to the Supermatics. What are the pros and cons? So the Supermatic, where did I have that? Here it is. So the big thing with the Supermatic is you're going to get it doesn't have that cable that comes down on the flow. So you get a more uniform flex. It feels like a binding. Flows do make a stiffer one than this. They do have a stiffer one coming, I think, next year is what they said. But I think the flows, by and large, are actually easier to get into initially. Once you figure out how these work, it's fine. I do think these are a lot easier to adjust than a flow, though.
Yeah, 100% on that. I also think they're more comfortable than a flow.
I mean, I can see that. Like, comfort's kind of subjective. It kind of comes down to it.
It is.
With flows, they always feel kind of loose over the instep. And if you've ridden straps forever, you're like, oh, this feels weird. If you've ridden flows, you don't notice it. But with these, you can feel that they're tighter across the instep and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Ooh, person 3 below gets entered. That goes to our boy, or Ian. So that's good for him. He's tied with David now for entries. I feel better. There's 2 people that have higher odds, and one of them is not David. So that's good. Okay, let's see. Where were we? Jesus, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, we got another one from Prager20. Keep it up, TC is a great pick for the angry team. I feel like the people like you more than they did Kevin. And I like Kevin. I feel like they're just more open to you at this point. Eat your pocket bacon.
Kevin walked so I could run.
No, Kevin crawled so you could walk.
Okay.
Another year you'll be running, and by then I'll just be geriatric scooting past you in my Rascal.
We'll get you a Team Rascal. That'd be
Oh,
sick.
dude. I can't wait till Angry is able to expense a Rascal for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got Peter Dabrowski. Buddy's learning this year. That's 6'5", size 13 shoes, and weighs 190 pounds. He's terrified of falling, so I'm thinking maybe something more catch-free. What do you think? Party wave for him? No, don't put him on a party wave. Trust me on this. Put him on a War Pig over a party wave.
Yes.
Put him on a War Pig. That flat to rocker will make him so much happier. Or, because he's so big, put him on a regular Marhar Lumberjack. His weight and that size 13s will fit on the 52. That will be the easiest thing for him. Those 2 boards are what I would recommend for him. You know, that's a big boy, 6'5".
Yeah.
Satchmo.
He's only 190 though. So
I know.
You don't like me.
All right. Well, we got Zamergi JWT. With the U.S. population growing, are new resorts going to open, or are we just going to have more crowded resorts? More crowded resorts. I mean, we got climate change. A lot of those littler resorts at lower elevations. Although Colorado's getting 2 new resorts, 1 new resort. There's one opening north of Fort Collins, I guess.
There's also one for sale.
Yeah, I saw that.
We could buy that.
So,
Angry Snowboarder Test Facility.
But I think that some resorts will get more crowded, some won't. The big thing is going to be, can we get more snow domes? If we get more snow domes in urban areas, that might disperse people because that's all they want to do. I'm fine with that. Go ride your fridge.
Yeah. Denver needs one.
Spray them all. Ugh. This one's for you from Max Indy. I actually bought the Yes Pick Your Line on ink the other week due to y'all's wreck and the graphic. Whales and Turtles, shout out to TC. Ooh, this is a good one from CJOL913. Do you think the Mega Merc and the New Union Forces are a good pairing? I think that's an amazing pairing. Like, solid. Yeah, solid. All right. We got Luvy's Adventures. Spinorama. This man is on a quest. Eat your pocket bacon. Eat your pocket bacon. Okay. Yeah, we already answered that question. All right. Peter Dabrowski, sprinkle brown sugar on your pocket bacon before cooking. Facts.
Mhm.
That tastes way better. You get that caramelized appeal of it. So, okay. Question for TC. Ooh, let's see. What do we got here? We'll go with this one from AAR. What's favorite board this year, TC?
Pick your line on ink. But
There you
yes.
go.
Yeah.
All right. And we've got this one from Joe Gunn. Spin for Jack off beat. We're going for it. If he wins, he wins. You gave up the spin to him, though. Ooh, hot soup coming through. Let's see. We got this one from Teo. Looking for a board to complement my 23 LibTech E-Jack knife for park and resort ripping. Had the resort twin in mind. Any suggestions? That 100%. That's a great compliment. Like, go get it. Like, I love that. Was like probably my favorite board that Capita put out this year. Like, I got on it and was like, fuck, do I buy one of these? And I was like, no, my shadow band, I can run it into the ground for another year. But yeah, that board was, I was really, really, really loving that board. That was a solid board. Ooh, next question gets a spin. Let's find one. Oh, here's one. We'll take this from our boy Josiah down in Denver. Could y'all do a bindings 101? Just don't know how the design fits with the surfiness power of the bindings. So it's funny you bring that up. For next year, because we're past the point of no return with reviews, we're going to do videos on how to set up every single binding and explain all the settings. And I think that's where that's going to actually fit.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully with every binding that we ride next year, we can show you how to actually dial everything in, how to set it up. So if you're like on a, let's say, because TC's a Jones guy, a set of Mercuries, he can show you how to swap out bushings, make it a little more playful, stuff like that. So yes, we will be doing something like that for everyone. So yeah. All right. Let's give this man a spin. Oh, lose a turn. I was so close to double entry. All right, Jason Evangelista. Here's Clue Cash. Spin the wheel. You know, if we spin it enough times, we might be able to actually get back to 0 for that review.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to get flagged like nonstop by the fanboys.
Yeah.
I just have that feeling. All right. So we got Don't Eat Yellow Snow from Escott 1986. More spins mean more entry. Well, if you win.
Yeah.
Ooh, person 2 above gets entered. 1, 2. So that's Jacob Iverson. So why do I feel like he has not? Nope, definitely has not. So, yep. So we got him in there. So we're doing this. You know, this is how we do things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Ooh, this is a good one from James. Thinking about expanding from one board to a quiver, what ride board would you recommend for resort inbounds powder days? Not sure what the powder boards are other than the pigs. So that's kind of where they are, unless you want to go like you're talking for resort inbounds powder days. I don't say deep fake.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the most balanced one for ripping carves, hitting a groomer, and smashing like under a foot of pow.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
All right. So we got this one from Bezium. Spin for me. Hashtag wear thongs and spray skiers. Banana hammocks at Thirsty Thursday. Person 2 above gets entered. You know who that is? It's your boy, Ty King.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so he's getting entered. This man deserves it. He's always here, supporting you. Let's let's see. We'll take. Oh, we got another super chat from Beziums. When are you setting up a rate my setup service? The Kooks will fund the clues and TC's Taco Bell habit. Hashtag spin for slim. Hashtag wear thongs and pet TC. Should we add that to the store?
We
Like,
could.
let me rate your setup, and we just give some weird setup like 37.2 apples out of 10 oranges, and that's all we say. So they're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And like every time it's different. Be like 10 Cobra Commanders out of 5 Destros.
Yeah.
People be like, what? What the fuck does that even mean?
Give it 4 CPPs.
Yeah. Don't eat yellow snow. 10 Taco Bell wrappers out of 5 gorditas. All right, let's see. We're slowly catching up. We are not that far out in the weeds. Okay. All right, here we go. From Brendan Locker. I'm fighting the urge to add another board to the quiver. How would my Yes the Y handle deeper POW for a Utah trip? We just haven't gotten enough East Coast POW for me to test it. You're fine. You don't need another board. Just go rip it. If anything, set it back a little bit. There's not a lot of tail on that board, but yeah, just be aware of that. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. And just so everyone knows, David has put the link to the Discord in there. But since we're getting to the end of this live stream, let's check in on our poll and give that an end. See where we ended up here, because I do. So, how clueless will we be when we test those clue bindings? 56% of you guys out of 268 votes believe we're going to die. 28% of you say we're super clueless. 7% tied for mild and moderately clueless. TC, we're going to die.
That's fair. We got that insurance policy through Icon. It'll be fine.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to take out a life insurance policy on you for the business. And then set it up
Okay.
so that the business is the sole beneficiary.
Yeah.
Then we'll give your family 10% for funeral costs.
That's cool. No, the business is burying me
Yeah. All right.
in a vinyl wrapped casket. We can
It's
sponsor.
just all the leftover vinyl from the stickers.
Yeah. We'll sponsor the casket. It'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. So we got Caden DeShant. Any snow carny stories this year? Still too early. They're starting to move to town. I haven't seen them all. The ramen aisle has not run out yet. When the ramen aisle runs out of ramen, that's when you know shit's hit the fan. And I'm not talking the good ramen in the Asian food aisle. I'm talking the bad ramen that's right next to the Tupperware.
Yeah, the top ramen.
Yeah, the big,
Yeah.
the fucking 100-pack for $10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, we'll have stories when we get closer to the season. Ooh, next person wins. That goes to our boy David, the moderator. Jesus Christ. This is how this goes. All right.
It's like the
All right.
pick your line day when it was just instantly give away the board, instantly give away
Just like
the outerwear. It's the same thing right now.
Oh my God. Shit gets a little weird here. We got S. Scott 1986 letting you know that you're better than Kevin.
All right. Appreciate that.
Next question gets a spin. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we'll take this one from Shihawa Yi. I hope I said that right. Shihawa. I hope that I said that right. I took your advice, got a Passport 157, amazing. I'm thinking of getting a new Karua Pencil 164. Do you think it would be a good level up in terms of carving? Carving? Yes. POW? Wide open? Yes. Tight trees? Probably not the best. You got anything you want to add to that one?
Yeah, you're pretty much right on. You're going to be able to hold yours for days going that big.
Yeah. Give this man a spin. Hot soup coming through. Okay. This is the last one from Luvy's Adventures. he wants to get in the raffle to win the board later this month. So, spray them all. Okay.
Sorry, bud.
Let's see. And my knees are cheese. Another shot to be a Halloweenie. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. Well, there you go. You're definitely in. So you got 2 entries into this now there, sir. All right. Let's see. Ben Donaldson, best spot in Summit County for early season. Just got talked into booking cheap flights early November. Got the white ribbon board ready to rock. Depends on snow, but like Basin's probably opening in the next 2 weeks. Keystone's probably opening in the next 2 weeks. By November, Breck opens on the 9th. I think Copper opens the week after that. I think maybe sooner. It might be around the same time. I think most stuff will be open with the white ribbon of death by then. Like, I think you'll be at the point where you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. And then we got BZMs with the super chat. Take out a policy on Kevin so that when he dies in the backcountry, it's even more beneficial. Follow me for more financial advice. Just taking life insurance policies out on every snowboard YouTuber.
Yeah.
That they don't know that I've done it. And so when they die, I just collect. And when they're like, we need proof of death, you just give them the video where they died. Ooh, next question gets a spin. Let's see. Got to find some because I know we're getting to the end here. So we got to scroll back up, which is fine. Let's see. What do we got? Got to find a good question. All right. We'll take this one from David Sharp. My wife is currently on a Never Summer Lady West. What would be a solid upgrade from that for Jones' twin sister? All mountain directional twin. Like, I think that's it. Or if you want to go a little more free ride, I'd probably go with the women's flagship in that regard. What do you have, TC?
Yeah, I mean, those would be good. Otherwise, like, honestly, I was thinking like a Dynamis would be a good option for
too. Yeah.
Or even a Capita Equalizer. It's very similar in shape, but definitely full camber with the rocker in the nose there.
Yeah.
But those are the 2 that stick out to me if you want to keep that cool shape. Or it's not called the Classy anymore by GNU, but I don't remember what they changed it to, but it used to be called the Classy.
Yeah. I can't think of the name of it either. I'm brain
farting. But otherwise, that would be a good choice too. Like,
yeah. So, all right. Well, let's give this man a spin.
Actually, you know what? Take those back. Magic Stick.
Ooh, Magic Stick's a good one too.
Magic Stick by Ride.
And we're gonna bump up 2 because the person 2 up gets entered. That's Keon Ulmer. Is the Rome Slice a good binding? No. I'm not even. There's no hope for that binding. Like, I wrote it. It's price point. It's at that point for what you're paying. Like, they make other bindings that are better. Like the slice is like, yeah. All right. And then we got this super chat from Joe Gunn, which is basically a PSA that he's lonely. Does anyone ride Dodge Ridge in California? Hit me up. So Joe Gunn is looking for people to go snowboarding. OTP HJs not included. Ouch. Lose a turn. And we'll take this one from Joe X. Got to spin again. One day I might win. You might. You never know. It's kind of how things go. So, next question gets a spin. Let's we're going to take this one, and this will be the final question of the day from eBay Bud Tender. Favorite board for butters and flat ground tricks? If we're talking the super flexi, Battalion Wally all goddamn day. Personally, I'm like a fan of like the Geometric or the World Peace from K2 or a Rome Artifact, a Yes Dicey. What would you pick, TC?
I mean, I really like that the zero behind you. Like that was super fun to butter on.
Yeah.
Like, because you could still have that snap out. I like something that has a little bit of like rigidity to it, where you're not just like you lean over and all of a sudden you're washing out. So I like something like that. Or the cambered ultra fear as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's actually fun. Although that pointy tip can get a little hooky and slush and whip you
yes.
around when you're getting weird. So
It's good that you brought that up because I did notice that with the tip on it. I'm like, oh, okay, that feels kind of weird, but yeah.
all right. And we got this final super chat from Jason. No one in California rides Dodge Ridge. Bear Valley for life, if only for the slack country. I mean, which you could go to Bear Valley this year for Blaze's boot camp and hang out with David and Blaze Rosenthal and Chad Otterstrom, and you could remember to subscribe. Anyways, guys, we're gonna call that a day today. Like we got in the weeds, we got out of the weeds, we're back. I think we've answered everyone's questions. We got a bunch of you guys entered into the giveaway for this board, so we got that going on for you. We'll be back next Thursday with a different way for you guys to get entered in to that giveaway from Wired Snowboards. Remember to check the description of this video afterwards. There's tons of video content from a lot of great snowboarders for you to try or to watch and get stoked on. We've got also coming up, we're going to have our Shred Foundation fundraiser coming up. We got a bunch of board giveaways coming up. So we got all that. Daily reviews. Every Monday and Friday, you get an explain video. And every Wednesday, you get right now, you're getting a top 5. So hopefully that's everything for you guys. And we're going to get out of here, though. But thanks for tuning in this week. You guys have been great. We'll see you in another video.
Thanks, guys.